Hey, what's going on, guys? This is your boy C Will, back to you with another video. As you can see, we are doing an AMD build today. Yes, sir. I'm super excited about that. And I got a special guest with me today that's going to help me build this computer, my daughter. Say hello.
Hello.
All right. So, man, but before we get into this video, man, if this is your first time here, welcome. Here we do everything tech, all things tech. Whatever it is, we like to do it. And if you're a returning viewer, I appreciate you the most because you keep everything going. So if you would like to see more content like this, make sure that you hit subscribe, hit like, and hit the bell. Also, don't forget to join our Discord because we will definitely be talking about all things tech, bills, games, all that good stuff. So definitely hit the link in the description below for the invite for our Discord. Don't forget to follow me on all forms of social media. That's Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Wilcreatives. So without further ado, let's get into this video. All right, so man, this has been a long overdue video. Why? Because I definitely wanted me a dedicated streaming computer, getting a little bit more into streams, but I also wanted to make sure that I have something that was also dedicated for streaming, encoding, and recording. So my gaming PC, Knight Rider back there, could just game. And I do all my video editing and stuff on there. So some of the parts that you see here today will also allow me to be able to use this system for testing out 1080p gaming. This is a budget build. This is pretty much a $900 bill. I got the parts and everything for about 818 bucks. This was a gift from my wife for my birthday that's coming up. So I definitely shout out to my wife for always coming through. But definitely, I'm super excited about that. And I definitely put all the links in the description below. I got all the parts from Microcenter, and shouts out to Microcenter because they gave me the best deal. They got the best customer service. So if you have one that's in your area, definitely check them out. Get your stuff from them. I promise you, you'll have a good experience. But if you do not have a Microcenter available, then definitely hit the links in the description below for all of the prices and where you can get the parts on Amazon. Those are affiliate links, so there's no additional cost to you. But if you do purchase from the links below, then that definitely helps out the channel, helps me out, so we could buy more tech stuff. Let's talk about some of the parts before we get into this build so you can kind of understand why I have them. First off, we're gonna start with the king of the show. That's definitely the CPU. That is the Ryzen 3000 series 3600X. It has a base clock of 3.8 gigahertz and it actually boosts up to 4.4 gigahertz. So it has 6 cores, 12 threads. I was originally thinking about getting a 2700X because the 2700X at Microcenter was on sale for like $159, which is a crazy deal. And that's an 8-core, 16 thread chip. But after looking at some benchmarks, and I also wanted to get some newer architecture, the 3600X actually outperforms the 2700X. So definitely, super excited about that because I still got this for a good deal. It was around about 200 bucks. So another important piece of the deal is the motherboard, and I was able to get a X570 motherboard for under 200 bucks. I actually got this board for $118. It retails for $169, but I got it for $118. Microcenter. The motherboard doesn't come with Wi-Fi, but it does come with PCIe 4.0 generation. And I'm super excited about that because it has 2 M.2 slots, and they are both of the slots are 4th generation PCIe. So I'm super excited about that. Another reason why I got an X570 board, because you do have the options. These 3000 series CPUs could actually be used on motherboards like the B450s and the X470s. But you typically have to do like a BIOS flashback, and some of the motherboards support doing that without having to have a previous CPU in it. But some of them don't, and I didn't want to get into all that. I just want to go plug and play. So if you're looking at this, if you can find a good deal like I did, definitely get your X570 board. And you know, if you're getting one of the 3000 series Ryzen chips, that's gonna be great for us today. I'm not gonna be doing any overclocking with this system, and that's because it's gonna be used for dedicated purposes, so no need for overclocks, which is another reason why I didn't get they have another series chip. It's the regular 3600 that actually boosts up to 4.2 gigahertz. And because I'm not gonna be overclocking, I wanna make sure I just get some of the fastest speeds I can for the price out of the box. Then we have the Gigabyte Gtx 1660 Ti. I actually got this card open box, and I got my 2080 Ti that's in my Knight Rider open box, got a great deal on it. And so I was able to get the 1660 Ti for less. This car retails for like $269, somewhere along those lines. I got this for $223. So I got a great deal on that car. You definitely pretty much could get 100 FPS ultra settings on most of your AAA title games. And again, I definitely going to be using this for some benchmarking and stuff like that, along with it being a streaming / encoding recording system. I got a 500 gigabyte EVGA 80 plus power supply. It's non-modular. I got this for 44 bucks, so you can't beat that. The system that we have today, this would definitely power more than enough. It has more than enough power for what we need. So that's that. The only part that I did not get from Microcenter is the hard drive. I had this previously in my Knight Rider system. It's 500 gigabyte SSD drive, SanDisk Ultra 3D. Yeah, SanDisk Ultra 3D. So this is the only thing that I previously had already, just popped it out. I didn't need it in my Knight Rider system. In my Knight Rider system, I had like 3 NVMe drives that's in there already. So this will be sufficient for right now, and I add some other stuff later to this system to hold some recorders and stuff like that. I have 2 Arctic case fans that's down here, and that's gonna go in the front of the case because this particular case, which getting into this is the NZXT H510. Great case, and it's one of your smaller cases, but I like the actual form factor. It comes with a 120 millimeter exhaust fan at the top and also one in the back, and it definitely takes ATX motherboards. I like this because it's smaller. It has the tempered glass on the front. It also has USB-C on the front part of the panels. This is one of their newer models. The previous was just like the H500, but this is the H510. So I'm super excited about having this case with me. And I got the 2 fans here because they're actually gonna be the intake fans on the front. So I got that. The memory that you can see around here that's in the front of the case is definitely G.Skill 3200 megahertz CL16 memory. It's DDR4, and it's definitely going to be fast enough to be able to keep up with the Ryzen architecture, so I'm excited about that. So that's all the parts. You could definitely get a list of everything and the prices and all that stuff in the links in the description below. So let's get into this build. It's going to be a time lapse of the whole thing. I'm not going to go step by step through this build. If you want to see that, definitely hit the link at the top. It's either on the left or the right hand side that you could see me building Knight Rider. That's the gaming system, and you could be able to see it step by step as I take you through that. So let's get into this build. right, we have the moment of truth. Everything is put together. It's definitely going to perform good. So we got to make sure that this cuts on the way it's supposed to, and we got to make sure that it posts. So the moment of truth. So it's power cycling. Oh, there we go. This drive is a used drive, but it actually posted. But we are good to go. So we got video. We got. I got to hook up the mouse and keyboard, and we're going to get everything set up. Check out the next step that we're going to do. Let's go ahead and put this tempered glass on, and we got to take off the plastic. Whew, what a satisfying sound. All right, so we finally got everything set up. We installed all of the drivers for the motherboard, installed Windows 10, BIOS updates, all type of stuff. So now with the card that we have, the 1660 Ti, it actually does very well with 1080p gaming at ultra settings. You pretty much get 100 frames per second on most of your AAA titles. So the game that we're going to test out real quick is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. And just so you can see, I am going to go into the options here up on the graphics. So on the graphics, everything here is pretty much where display 1660 Ti. We're on the MSI Optics Mag 24C 144 Hz 1080p panel, VA panel. Everything is on high or ultra settings, the highest settings that we could go. All right, so currently right now, we are at 97, 92, bouncing around maybe around about 100 frames per second. We're at 100, 101. And I just got killed. So I zoomed in a little bit more, as you can see it up at the top left hand corner. We are definitely at 100, between that 80 to 100 and some frames per second. It bounces around depending on what area that we're in. And yeah, we are good to go. And man, I could continue playing this, but we definitely gotta finish up the rest of this video. But as you can see, our entry-level gaming system is good. We're definitely going to be good for streaming and encoding and recording, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. So I had an absolute blast doing this build. Oh man, some of the gripes that I had with this particular build, because we were definitely on the budget. One, the actual Gigabyte X570 board. It does not come with USB-C. I kind of missed that one on the list. So even though that our NZXT case on the H510, it comes with USB-C on the actual top front panel, on the motherboard doesn't support it. So we're out of luck on that one. Two, I bought two intake fans, but I only have a total of 4 fan headers on the motherboard. So I have two exhaust fans, one in the back, one on the top, and then I actually have another fan header for the CPU, and then there was only one more fan header, and I used one of the front intake fans. So I got to do a little bit more research to see if there are maybe some hubs or connectors or something like that, so I could be able to hook up the other front intake fan. And then 3, the last one is that the system is just a little bit loud, and it's coming from the actual CPU fan. It's a stock cooler. Again, we were on a budget, try not to go over a certain limit. In the future, I may upgrade that to liquid cooling. I'm not sure just yet, but if I do, that'll definitely be one of the next steps. I'm also going to add a 2 terabyte hard drive to this unit for recordings and stuff like that. And so, hey, but we are definitely up and running. In the next video, I'm definitely going to go over how to set up 2 PC streaming with NDI because I don't have a capture card yet, but I will be using the NDI service, which actually works over the Ethernet. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, doing that video, showing you how I get that set up. And so streaming, recording, and encoding and all that stuff using a 2 PC setup. So stick around, stay tuned from that. Again, if you would like to see more of this tech stuff, definitely make sure that you hit like, hit subscribe, and hit the bell so you receive all my notifications. Follow me again on Discord. The link is in the description below for the invite, and also on social media. That's at Wilcreatives. It's on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Man, I'll see you in the next video.